Is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all good. Hope you're having so far an amazing weekend. It's now Sunday as we're talking this, so yeah, you still got a bit of time to enjoy the weekends. I'm back again with a community response. So I watched it as from Roger Retro, but I think he was responding Yorkshire lads. So I mentioned both names just in case I'm wrong either way. And they were basically talking about the rarest games in your collection. Now, when it comes to knowing which games are rare and things like that, I'm sort of not the best, so I was struggling a little bit with this. But the way I was looking at it was, I was sort of, I know most people on eBay is rare, on this website is rare. I was basically comparing it on In the Wild, locally in CX and the Retro Hunter. Probably not a perfect system, but it's a system that helps me show some of his games. One of them, in the last 4 or 5 plus years, Ali, Retro Hunter, has only had it boxed twice, and I've got one of them. So one of them is clearly somewhat sort of rare / uncommon. One of them, one of the games I'm going to do honourable mention to because it's, in a sense, rare / uncommon for this version, in a sense, but because it's made by Limited Run, it's designed to be like that, so it's sort of rocking our place, and that is Jazz on Above Marlboros. That's my honourable mention. All my cards and everything. That's my honourable mention. But I've chosen. That's a fucking clear my voice. I've chosen 4 games from my experience, sort of either uncommon or all the Hines and the Wild. 3 Vita, 1 NES. I'll do Vita first. I'll do rare to rarest sort of thing. One of these I'm glad all 3 of them I'm glad I got. But yeah, now obviously anything Vita shooting up in price. The first one is the one that I've always said, if you own a Vita, you should try and get. And that's Persona 4 Golden. It's an amazing JRPG, and I think Cooper's World is doing a JRPG or RPGs this year. And if you haven't got this, Cooper, either do this version if you haven't got a Vita, or the original PS2 version. PS2 version is probably a tad easier to find, and I think a little not much cheaper, but cheaper. So that's Persona 4 Golden. The second one is sort of that mid-tier. We have a rare. It's one of the most sought after games on the Vita. It's one I've done after this, but I picked up most recently. So but that game is not to make Essex so David jealous. That is Silent Hill Book of Memories. All complete with manual, an original cover, PAL version. I picked this up. I think I'm probably time's flying so fucking much. I'm probably wrong. I think during the first major lockdown and the sort of month lockdown the other year, I think for about 45 quid, and it's, from what I've seen recently, it's hovering between 48 and 60 on CX prices anyway. I don't know what fucking eBay is doing on this, but it's when it comes to rarity, it's one of the most sort of rare games. It's one of the most sought after games. It is Firstly, it's a Vita game. People like myself are collecting Vita, and it's a Silent Hill game, exclusive to our console. So it's in that sense, it's there's games on. If you look on CX, there's games that are more pricey than this. There's games that are maybe less printed copies than this, but there's not many games, bar one point out Persona, that are probably more desirable on the system than this. Like if you look at S experience for a gamer, yeah, he's not. I've seen his room tour, not the biggest selection. The selection, don't get me wrong, but this is one of the games he wants because it's desirable. So that's another rare game. The last one I picked up recently. Technically, it's limited run. I know you might be thinking, well, Bill, you fucking put down Bob limited run game as Donald mentioned, but technically, you can pick this game up on CX's website. We could run. I'll compare price when I pick this up. So I'm including it, and that is Rainbow Moan. Again, Coop as well. If you are doing like your RPG games, you can pick this up on PS4. But obviously, this one being Vita is the most sort of expensive. I don't know if it came with a limited run card. Copies I saw on eBay and that didn't have any, but it's something until someone proves me wrong, I'm classing it as complete. When I was looked at a bit of gameplay before I picked this up, and it looks like a really good RPG. So at some point I do actually want to put time into this, but again I think so last time I checked, CX had it out of 38, which I think that's not a lot for a video game, sort of, especially for a video game. You think, but there's, to my knowledge, there's not had a copy on their website for at least 2 years. The only person I've seen have this was Ali. He had it for 60. So I think CX did have, because they have recent copies, they didn't really update it. Yeah, so I physically picked this up from a independent shop for 60. So that's that. But like I said, at some point I do want to sit down and actually play it. It's a recent game to the collection. And the last game, I think, again, I'm going by how many copies I've seen Ali pick up. And again, this is the first copy I've seen him have in a box copy anyway. I think from what I've seen, 3 copies, 2 box, 1 loose. In about 4 or 5 plus years. And you expect someone like Ali to sort of probably not these on a daily basis, but probably a little bit more frequent than most. And that is Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Again, I do not know what this is going for. I think I paid not exactly a small amount, but not exactly a big amount at the time. A fair price. I think more of a fair price at the time. Then, especially as there's a bit of damage, like if you actually see there, but that sort of wraps around. It's not a sort of bit under there. But I'd rather that bit of damage, a box copy of the game, than probably not at the game. I never really grew up in Castlevania, but I know people who are in the series properly talk very, very highly about it. And like I said, Ali's had 2 copies boxed, including this one. I think one of them was fairly recent. This one was 4 or 5 plus years ago. 4 or 5, probably close to 5 or 6 years ago, actually, think about it. So So much so that when I sort of mentioned me pin up in front of Ali a while ago, he didn't actually remember having it. When I sort of mentioned. So, but yeah, they're the games that I think are the best in my collection. Um, if you guys think different, please let me know. I will, if I remember, I will leave links down below for the original question to Yorkshire lad, and I'll probably leave Rogers and all. That's the case. But I hope you all good evening, or good rest of your day, and I hope to speak to you guys very soon. Ciao for now.